Hello, everyone. It's Glenn Kellaway coming to you from the basement. Hope you want everyone. Oh, I'm having a marble mouth day today. Hope everyone is having a nice day. Remember, we have a live chat tonight at 8 p.m. on my channel with my partners in crime, Rob from Northern Revolutions and Sam from Sam St. John, self titled. Uh, Tonight we are putting together a super group. We each have our own super group. We're allowed to have up to 10 members, and we're going to discuss that and whatever else comes up. We've been getting a pretty good response to the live chats. We're not in Rachel's league here where we get a couple hundred people, but we get 20 to 30 at some points, which is pretty cool, and everybody jumps in and comments, and that's been really good. So check it out. I'm kind of starting a series. I don't know how often I'm going to do this. It was inspired by the video I just did on the police, where I said could be my next obsession is the police, and just showed what I had, which is very minimal, and then talking about I'm going to try and find the rest of their catalog, which is pretty limited. They didn't put out a lot of albums, but the response I got to this video has been like unlike anything I've ever had before. Not the number of views, but just the comments. Like everyone has strong comments about the police. I'm absolutely thrilled with it. It's been great. People really love this band and talk about what they saw them, what albums they have, what albums they like. It's been really cool. There's some really good thoughtful comments. So thank you. So then I thought, well, if I go through my collection, I'm going to call this Building My Collection, one band at a time. So I want to talk about my thought process of getting into any band and use examples from my collection and how I got into them, what I have, why I bought certain albums and didn't buy others, etc. So let's get started. The band I'm going to go with today is the Kinks. So I have a few vinyl records, some CDs. Kinks were an original British invasion band in 1964. You Really Got Me was their first big hit in North America. And I thought it was like the first heavy, I didn't know the term heavy metal, but it was certainly the first heaviest guitar song I'd ever heard. Loved the Kinks, but I never bought any of their studio albums for years. I gravitated to their hits. And it hasn't really been that many years that I really started building my Kinks collection. I always, this Hits album came out, I don't even know when, but maybe the early 80s or something. I'm going to say just CD, so it's probably like 84 or something like that. The Ultimate Collection, the Kinks, 25 years. I always liked this one because it has 20 songs on it and a pretty good representation of their whole career, even their later hits like Come Dancing. And my wife loves this album because it has Come Dancing and Don't Forget to Dance on it, which were both on, I can't remember what the album that was on in the 80s, but she's a big fan of both those songs. So this is something we play quite often, and that was my go-to Kinks album for many years. I had Misfits was an album I always liked that came out in 1978, and it has Rock and Roll Fantasy on it, which is a pretty cool song. And Misfits is a good song. Rista record label they were on at that time. That was one of my go-to Kinks albums, but the early stuff, I just had the hits. So then in 2018, which is only 4 to 5 short years ago, they were releasing some anniversary editions of the albums. And the first one was 1968's Village Green Preservation Society, the Village Green Preservation Society. And I bought it just because it was cool looking, and I just wanted to hear it. And I really started to go, hey man, I really, this is really good. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any hits on here since I'm a hits guy with the Kinks. Can't really see any, but I really fell for this album. Really liked it, and then the next year they released in 2020. In 2019 they released Arthur. Arthur, or the Decline and Fall of the British Empire, which was originally released in 1969, and love this one too. I think I may have heard Arthur once or twice and didn't really do much for me, but I really like this. The hit on this album was Victoria. But yeah, those two really kind of set me off on, when I find Kinks albums, I'm going to get them. So they were the two. Then, of course, I had to buy more, another hits collection. So I ended up buying this one, Kinks The Singles Collection. I bought this because it went back further than You Really Got Me with their first releases like Long Tall Sally, You Still Want Me. This was a great comp. It's got like 25 songs on it. If I'm recommending this as a comp for the Kinks, this is probably my favorite one. Then Record Store Day 2020. This came out, the Kinks Chronicles, which I picked up. It's on red vinyl. It's another great comp. Here I go with these Kinks comps. Eh? They got a lot of comps. It's on red vinyl. I'm going to hold up the set list for you here in a second once I put this thing away. There's the hype sticker, and then the songs are right here. Pretty good sounding comp. It's got a lot of deep cuts on here too, so this is pretty good album. Okay, so then from there it was some more CDs. Where'd they go? Every year they were releasing something else. So my friend Larry Graves, we were doing the CD exchange, and one of the CD exchanges we did was Lola versus Power Man and The Money Go Round. I can never remember the full title of that. Brought this home, and the only reason I never really bought this album when it came out is because the song Lola was on the radio enough, and it was such a big hit, and that's not my favorite Kinks single, Lola. And 8 Man's on here too, which I liked. But I thought, the record, who knows. So anyway, I brought this home and fell in love with it. It's like my favorite Kinks album. So yeah, that freaked me out. I love that. And then they released last year, 2022, they came out with Muswell Hillbillies, which I did have on CD before, and I didn't mind. This is a pretty good album. I always liked this one, so I did have this. I don't know what happened to my copy, if I sold it off or what. And everybody wants to be in show business or whatever. Everybody's in show business. These came out last year. This one I like much better than this one, but they're both they're pretty good albums. So, as you can see, I'm expanding my Kinks world here. Next, I thought I'm going to start filling in my Kinks collection because now I'm really getting into them. But I want it on vinyl. I'm buying more vinyl than I'm buying CDs these days, but I'm being selective. And I bought Face to Face, which originally came out in 1966. There's the hype sticker, limited edition, violet colored vinyl. Their fourth studio album, released in 1966. Includes Sunny Afternoon. There's the vinyl, really nice colored vinyl. Really good album. I'm finding these Kinks albums were really good. I don't know why I didn't buy them. And then I got Something Else by the Kinks, which was released originally in 1967. This is also a reissue. It has my favorite Kinks song on it, Waterloo Sunset. So I ended up getting that. Then I was in a UCD store somewhere, and I found this for like $5. Kinda Kinks. That's their second album that came out in 1965. So I find there was a lot of filler on the first couple of Kinks albums. There was good stuff on it. And then my nephew Jack, for Christmas, because he knew how much I liked Lola versus the Power Man and the Money Go Round, he bought me this for Christmas. So I do have this on vinyl. And that's it. So that's all I want to do. Make it so it's 10 minutes. We're in. But I'm going to pick a band and kind of go through my thought process of buying the albums, why I didn't earlier, why I did. Anyway, there's the Kinks. We'll see what I come up with next. Come and visit us on the live chat tonight. Also, go to Rich Strickler's channel and watch our series on our Authentic Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Screw the Rolling Stone one with Jan Wenner and everybody. They're putting people in that don't deserve to be in the hall. We're more exclusive and more true to who should actually be in the Hall of Fame. So watch that. It's every week. Go to Rich Strickler's channel. You'll see the videos up there and watch them. Check it out. We'll see you tonight. Take care.